Have you ever thought about how your thoughts can change your life? We think about so many things in our daily life, but is our thought what we want? Or do we need to make it better? This book, 101 Commandments, will change the way you think. There is a way for you. This is not a heavy philosophy. This is a collection of small things that will make your thoughts clear and strong. Every commandment is a learning, a mirror in which you can see yourself. This book will answer those questions that you have never asked yourself, like, am I taking my life in the right direction? Is my thought moving me forward or pulling me back? Every commandment in this book will force you to think and inspire you to make yourself better. See, big changes don't happen all of a sudden in life. Small steps bring big changes. So, start this journey with a commandment. Every day, just one commandment, and see how your thoughts start changing slowly. So, get ready now, I am with you, and we will start this journey together. The first commandment is waiting for us. Come on, let's start. Has it ever happened that you have avoided a task just because you thought people would judge you? This is a question that most people will answer with a yes. Many of us start paying attention to what the society will say before living our lives. This is the place where we compromise with our dreams and desires. The measures that the society has made of right and wrong often stop us. But is this right for everyone? Every door has its own way and way of thinking. What is right today may be considered wrong tomorrow. Then why should we limit our thoughts and emotions to these changing rules? You may have heard that fear is a weakness, but the truth is that fear can become your greatest strength. Fear often shows that you care about that thing. When you are afraid to do something, stop and ask yourself, am I afraid of this job because it really matters to me? If the answer is yes, then face that fear. Fear is not always there to stop you, but it also indicates to move forward. People are often afraid to make mistakes. But remember, making mistakes is not a failure, but a part of the learning process. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Mistakes are your greatest teacher. If you are afraid to make mistakes, you will never be able to do anything new. Another thing that stops us is the fear of the future. We have been taught that we should decide our entire life path in advance, but this is neither possible nor necessary. Life is a journey, and it should be lived in small steps. Take each day as a new opportunity, and slowly try to reach your destination. Only take movement in small things and create problems for ourselves. It is important to get out of this, break the bonds of your thoughts. Look at your beliefs and let go of what is not right for you. Do not let your fear be used against you. Let it be your inspiration. Fear does not mean that you will fail. It means that you are doing something that means a lot to you. Start living your life openly. Be brave enough to do what you want to do. Accept what you feel. Do not just waste your life thinking. Start living it. There is no need to be afraid of mistakes. They are a part of your experience. Every mistake will make you stronger. Every fear will make you brave. And every step will take you closer to your goal. Recognize your fear and turn it into your strength. Life is a beautiful journey. Do not waste it in fear. Instead, try to live it fully. Do you also think that your success is your real identity? Perhaps this is why most of us look at our value with our career, money, wealth, and achievements. We think that if we have more money, fame, and a high position, our life will be better. But does this really mean a good life? We all have a picture of a perfect life in our mind. We think that if our dreams come true, our life will be successful. But as we follow this dream, we forget our present. We start thinking about the future so much that every moment becomes a next step for us. The desire to fulfill dreams is not wrong. It guides your life. But if your whole life revolves around reaching your goal, then you will lose those small moments of life that actually make it worth living. Most people believe that a good life is one where they have everything, a lot of money, strength, and fame. But have you ever thought that the small joys you experience every day are also an important part of your life? A good life is not just about reaching your dreams. In fact, what you learn, feel, and experience in this journey is equally important. The journey to reach your dreams is as beautiful as the destination. When you only run after money, power, or fame, your desire never ends. The more you get, the more you crave for it. But when you find a goal in your work or life, everything changes. You do everything with all your heart. Because you do it not just to get it, but to experience it. Your goal becomes your real motivation. Whatever wealth, fame, or success you get in this journey will only be a bonus. The real satisfaction will be in your work and the joy you get in it. So find the purpose of your life. Learn to appreciate the things around you. Instead of looking for your happiness elsewhere, recognize it within yourself. When you start appreciating every little thing, whether it is good or bad, then you realize how precious life is. Every little moment, every little happiness teaches you that the real joy of life is in feeling it, not just in changing it. Stop and think. What have you learned so far? What did you feel? And what are you experiencing now? This is your life. Once you recognize the purpose of your life, then you will find that you are already living your best life. The pain of breaking up is very deep, especially when you are completely attached to someone. This is not just being away from a person, but also being separated from all those dreams and hopes that you had made together. But the thing that troubles us the most is the feeling that our life will not be the same as before. After the countless moments spent with someone and the happiness shared, it feels like everything has stopped. Just thinking about it makes you feel that the person you thought was closest to you will no longer be a part of your life. In such a situation, it is not easy to fill that emptiness and take care of yourself. In the beginning, every relationship is made with strangers, but gradually, when we come close to someone, he becomes a part of our life. After breaking up, it is very difficult to consider that person a stranger again. But the truth is that some people come into our lives only for a short period of time. They are there to teach us something or to give us some experience, and then their departure is decided. Breaking up does not mean that your life is over, but it is a chance to start a new chapter. Try to make yourself understand that it is not possible to bring back what has passed, but the experiences you have learned from him will always be with you. No relationship in life is forever. This is a bitter truth, but the sooner you accept it, the better. We have to understand that the people who are with us, their support can also be lost at some point, but this does not mean that we stop making relationships. Every relationship teaches us something and gives a new meaning to our life. Instead of thinking about the pain of someone's departure again and again, understand why that relationship was in your life. What did that person teach you? Was he a strong and better person for you? Find answers to these questions and try to move forward. Instead of keeping your pain inside you, feel it. Only when you understand the feelings inside you will you be able to heal yourself. But this does not mean that you drown in your sorrow forever. Slowly get yourself out of this situation. Remember that every relationship adds an experience to your life. Do not try to forget it, but make those memories your strength. Stop thinking about what you have lost and start looking at what you have now. Life is a journey in which many people keep coming and going. Some people will always be with you, and some will become just a step away from your life. But whatever happens, this journey never stops. Breakup is a new beginning, not the end. Do turn that page of your life that was full of pain. Open a new page and fill it with the colors of your happiness. Let go of what is gone and prepare yourself for what I want to come. Because in the end, life is what you want to live. Do not let the pain overpower you. This time gives you a chance to rediscover yourself. Give yourself the love you truly deserve. Remember, breakup is not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter. Get ready to live your life again, and this time, live it on your terms. Have you ever thought about why people hold on to things that are harmful to them? Why do we cling to those relationships that do not give us happiness? This is the result of fear. Fear of loneliness, fear of losing, or fear of change. Have you ever found yourself bowing down for the person you knew was not right for you? Have you ever expected someone to be with you, even if your relationship is giving you pain and stress? Often we cling to the wrong things because we feel that this is what our life needs. But is it really so? Is it our nature to hold on to things that are not right for us? It is the result of our thinking. We often think that what is tiring us or giving us pain, maybe it will change. But the truth is that the right things never tire you mentally or emotionally. The right person or the right situation will give you happiness and peace, not stress and despair. In the relationship that is right for you, you do not need to change yourself or lose your identity. The right person or the right things make you feel comfortable. They do not force you to doubt your ability, but make you stronger. Such relationships are based on peace, love, and trust. But the problem is that we are often afraid to leave the wrong things. We feel that if we let them go, we will have nothing left. This thought is our biggest obstacle. The right person, or the right things, can only come into our lives when we learn to let go of the wrong things. So, how to let go of the things that hurt you? The first step is detachment. Does not mean that you forget the moments that you have lived. Rather, it means that you accept those moments and understand that their purpose was only to teach you a lesson. You will have to understand that some things or people come into your life only to stay for a certain period of time. Not all relationships are forever. Some just become part of your experiences and prepare you to move forward. Understand your fear and try to control it. Do not think about what you are losing, but think about what you can get. When you remove this fear from your mind, you will feel how light and free you are. When you show the courage to let go of the wrong things, you will see that the right things will automatically come to you. You will not need to fight or beg for them. The right person or the right time will become part of your life without any condition. Remember, the things that hurt you cannot make a permanent place in your life. Letting them go is necessary for your happiness and mental peace. Loving yourself and accepting the right things for yourself should be your priority. Love is a feeling that everyone feels in their own way. It is an emotion that makes any relationship special, but many times people fail to understand it. There are thousands of ways to show love, but every person has a different way of understanding and accepting love. Some people express their love in words, while others express it through their small actions, like helping someone, doing something special for them, or spending time with them. The biggest thing in love is that it should be understood in the right way, but many times people take our intentions the wrong way. This happens because every person has a different upbringing and way of thinking. Everyone sees love in their own way. Some people see love in gifts, while others see it in small things. This is why many times our emotions do not reach people the way we want. When this happens, we feel sad. We start thinking that maybe our love does not mean anything to that person. But we should understand that everyone has a different way of expressing their love. Some people show their emotions openly, while others hide their emotions. Love is not always the same. Sometimes it is hidden in the depths, which we have to give time to understand. Let's talk about happiness. Just like love, it also has a different meaning for everyone. People think that when all their desires are fulfilled, they will be happy, but the truth is that happiness is not outside, but within us. It depends on our perspective, how we see things. Being happy is a habit. When we accept every situation and find happiness in every small moment, only then can we feel true happiness. Difficult situations teach us the true meaning of life and make us strong. So if you want peace and happiness in your life, learn to appreciate every little thing. Understand love in your relationships and adopt the way of expressing love to others. Live every moment of your life openly, because love and happiness are the things that make our life special. Have you ever had to do something important, but you thought, "Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow"? This is the habit of most people, and this is called avoiding work. Many times, we know how important this work is for us, but still we keep moving it forward with some excuse. In fact, we all know what to do to live a good life: eating healthy, sleeping well, exercising, and adopting good habits. But the problem is that we don't do it, even after knowing these things. Why? Because we are always in search of peace. People avoid work because our mind is drawn to the things that seem easy. We like the things that require less effort and that make us happy immediately. But the things that are truly beneficial for us require a little effort, and this is where we stop. If you want to change this habit of yours, first of all, you have to change your perspective. Whenever you find a job difficult, don't think about how hard it is to do it. Instead, think about what will happen if you don't do it. This thought will push you forward. Many people let their feelings dominate them. For example, "I'm getting tired, I don't feel like resting yet." But if you always run after your emotions, you will never be able to do anything big. Learn to control your fear and laziness. Remember, the right time never comes. If you keep waiting for everything to be perfect, you will never be able to start. Just take small steps and move forward slowly. It may seem difficult at first, but as you move forward, everything will become easier. The peace and happiness of completing a task is far better than the relief of avoiding it. So, take a small step today and see how your life changes. The biggest habit of a person is to create problems for themselves. Often, we get tensed up thinking about things that have no special meaning. In fact, our mind makes us believe that every small thing is very big, and it is necessary to worry about it. If you think about what you were worried about, you will understand that most of the tension is only because your mind has made you feel that you should worry. In fact, a person's nature is such that he cannot live comfortably. We keep finding problems for ourselves, whether there is a problem or not. This is a nature deep inside us. Our mind always feels the need to solve something, whether it is a real problem or we have created it. When we win over a problem we have created, we get a different kind of happiness. It feels like we have done something big. It is just a feeling that we have overcome a problem. In fact, that problem has always been in our mind. We know that we will solve it, but still enjoy the challenge. You must have noticed that whenever we solve a problem, we get a strange satisfaction. To prove ourselves, we often keep finding problems. For us, the real pleasure is not in that peace, but in the process of finding the solution. In today's age, everything has become so easy that a person has no special work left. Comfort, convenience, and availability of everything have made our life so easy that now we have to create challenges for ourselves. We get stuck in unnecessary worries because we have become used to being busy. If there is no work or problem, we become restless. In fact, a person feels that without any problem, life has no meaning. We need some task in our day so that we feel that we are achieving something. That is why we create problems ourselves. It is important to understand that if we can create problems ourselves, then we can also solve them. When you realize that your tension is not necessary, you become calm. This understanding also teaches you how to find peace in your life. Every person's life revolves around his feelings. Whatever decisions we make depend on what we feel at that moment. If you ever think about a bad situation, then the real fear is not of that situation, but of how you will feel in that situation. Thinking about this, we get scared. Emotions are not our enemies. They are not something that we should run away from or fight. Actually, the problem comes when we do not understand them. Most people are worried because they do not know how to handle their emotions. Emotional maturity means understanding that feelings are just feelings and they need to live. It means adopting every emotion, whether it is fear, anger, happiness, or sadness. These all react in different situations. Many people make the mistake of suppressing their feelings. They think that if they ignore emotions, they will end up on their own. But this does not happen. The suppressed emotions get deeper with time. People often find immediate solutions to run away from them, but these solutions only work for a short time. The real solution is found when you face your emotions. When you let your emotions understand and feel properly, you start feeling light. Every emotion has a purpose. It warns us about something or tries to lead us in the right direction. When we suppress our emotions or fight with them, we get more confused. This becomes an obstacle in our path to happiness and ties us in such a circle where there is only fear and shame. Actually, your feelings are yours. Learn to accept them. When you accept your emotions, the burden of life becomes lighter. Understand your feelings. There is no need to run away from them. The more you accept them, the more you will feel peace and happiness. Self-esteem is the power that keeps you in control in every difficult moment. It means believing in yourself, believing that no matter what the situation is, you can deal with it. It is not based on the opinion of others, but based on your own thinking. What people think about you has nothing to do with your self-esteem. The real difference lies in how you see yourself. People who lack self-esteem often compare themselves to others. They always feel the need to prove that they are better. But a person with strong self-esteem does not need to do anything like this. They trust their abilities and do not try to humiliate others. Their self-confidence comes from within them, not by proving themselves higher than others. Many times people think of comforting themselves in difficult situations. At least my condition is better than others. But in reality, comparing yourself to your past is more beneficial. Instead of thinking that you are better than others, you should think that you are better than tomorrow. In this way, you can focus on the progress you are making in your life and increase your self-esteem. Self-esteem does not develop overnight. It takes time to develop. It is a habit that you have to adopt every day. There are 6 special practices for this. 1. Living a conscious life. 2. Conscious living. 3. Taking responsibility. 4. Self-responsibility. 5. Obeying high moral values. 6. Integrity and self-improvement. 11. Accepting oneself. 8. Purpose of your life. 10. Purpose. Conscious living, and though separate from life. 6. Embedding and well-being. Increasing self-confidence. 10. Living a conscious life means looking at and understanding every aspect of your life carefully. This includes both inside and outside. You have to know yourself and the world around you deeply. When you begin to understand yourself, your self-esteem becomes strong. Taking responsibility means accepting that whatever is happening in your life, you are responsible for it. Those who sit hand in hand, they are not able to achieve anything. Therefore, take responsibility for your experiences and emotions. Apart from this, set some principles in your life. When you set boundaries and standards for yourself, you learn to respect yourself. Recognize your weaknesses and accept them. Accepting oneself is an important part of self-esteem. It means accepting both good and bad. When you accept yourself completely, your self-esteem increases. It is also important to find the purpose of your life. When you know why you are here and what you want to do, you are more self-confident. Finding a purpose in everything gives you satisfaction in your life. In the end, self-confidence is the basis of self-esteem. If you do not trust yourself, your self-esteem will weaken. It is important to trust your beliefs and abilities. By constantly adopting these 6 habits, you can strengthen your self-esteem. The secret to success is to keep trying. If you make them a part of your life, you will definitely feel a change in yourself. Most people believe that their life is already decided. They think that whatever happens to them is a game of fate. If they get any happiness or any trouble, they look for the cause in external things. This kind of thinking can be called external dependence. People who believe in this thinking believe that they do not have control over their life. This thinking makes a person weak. Such people blame others for every problem and consider themselves to be the victim of the situation. They spend their lives thinking that they do not have the power to change anything. This is why they stay in one place and cannot move forward. On the other hand, some people believe that their life is the result of their decisions. This can be called inner strength. Such people know that every experience, whether good or bad, teaches us something or the other. They learn from their mistakes and try to find something good in every situation. Such people have faith in themselves and believe that they can change their fate on their own. They do not wait for the situation, but work hard and set their goal. Every difficulty is a chance for them to become stronger. Now let's talk about love. Is a feeling that every person needs. Love is the thing that connects relationships and makes life happy. Everyone wants to be loved, but before getting love, it is also necessary to give love.